Hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. Let's go ahead and come on up to our feet to start. All right, our spinal cord breathing. Feet just underneath the hips. Set your toes so they're pointing straight ahead. You're going to circle your arms around, bringing the forearms and the palms together. And then you think about trying to tuck into a ball. So you're going to bow forward, tuck your hips under you. And then on the inhale, you're going to open the ball. So breathe in, lift your chest, peering up towards the ceiling, divide the arms, bring the shoulder blades back and down. Pause between the breath, and then on the exhale, curl down. Gently blow the air out of the body, tucking back under, and then just nice and smooth. This is your rhythm. Breathing in, open, lift the chest. Pause in the open, exhale, close down. Send the air out of the lungs. Not so much that you get dizzy. And then breathe in when you're ready. Lift and open. We're gonna go about another 30 seconds here. As you're opening your chest, just watch that you don't overarch the back. So you want to think about squeezing the glutes. Divide, lift, and exhale, close down. Good job. Go ahead and finish that last cycle there. And then when you're ready, bring the arms down to the side, kind of readjust the feet as needed. And then we're going to start to just circle the body side to side. Keeping the arms away from the torso as you start. And then after a few times there, allow the arms to start to bend and just gently tap against the torso. Looking to try to coordinate it with the breathing. Exhale as it gently tap the arms against the rib cage. Very nice. From here into a side stretch. One hand on the hip, solid into the legs, and then reaching up and across. Try to follow the hand with your eyes. We're going to bring the hand back down to the shoulder, and we're going to do that about 3 to 5 times, reaching up and across. Good. Back down and reach. And just depending upon your shoulder mobility, maybe you don't feel smooth to reach right overhead. If that's the case, reach a little bit out in front of your face. Otherwise, right up to overhead. Last time, down and reach. Try to lift up out of that hip as you reach across. Very good. Bring that hand down. Let's circle those hips in between sides. Hip circles. There you go. Nice and smooth as you circle them around. When you're ready, switch directions. Same thing other way. Fantastic. And then side stretch, opposite side. So that one hand's on the hip, solid in between the legs. Here we are, reaching straight across, gradually working your way into that side bend, bringing it down and reach. Good. It's important to keep the side of the body stretched out. It helps our low back. A lot of those tissues that make up the side body, they attach into the muscles of that low back. So as we keep the side stretched, that helps reduce that strain of the muscles of that low back area. Very good. Finish that out. Shake out those hands. We're going to go behind the back, stretch next. So see about walking your feet a little bit wider. Bringing those arms back behind you. You can grab a rope or a towel here as needed. If you can, interlace those fingers. Fantastic. Interlace the hands. You're looking to extend those elbows, straighten the arms, lifting them up. If you want to add a forward fold to it, really root down into your legs, having a slight bend in those knees, and then you're going to pull those arms up and over your torso. Strong in that midline. Very good. Keep a little bit more bend in those knees, Laura. That's it. And then root down into your legs. Come on up. Whew, very good. Once you come on up to standing, get your equilibrium, get yourself grounded, looking straight ahead. Release those hands, walking those feet back in. All right, hip flexor opener next. Let's step your left foot forward, right foot back. You can either go arms up on the shoulders or up to overhead, your choice. So you want to think about lifting up out of those hips. And now we're going to send the back hip forward. Try to squeeze the glute of that trail leg. Good. Rock it forward, rock it back. One more time. Rock it back, rock it forward. And now in this last one, rotate. So you're going to turn towards that front leg, carrying over that left shoulder as far as you can. One more breath here. And then release. Bring those arms down. Same thing, opposite side. Step your right foot forward, left foot back. Either I Dream a Genie arms over the shoulders or up to overhead. Lifting up out of those hips. Front foot nice and solid. And then we'll start by rocking it forward or rocking it back. Good. Keeping that heel planted on that front foot. And on this last one, now you're going to turn your body towards that front leg, peering over your right shoulder. One more breath here. Breathe in and unwind and release. Fantastic. All right, a little bit of balance work here to warm up the ankles, and then we're going to get into our first session. So feel free if you want to balance or stabilize yourself on a chair or the wall. Lifting up through that midline. We're going to go about 5 rotations each direction. Very good. Switch directions when you're ready. Fantastic. Place that foot down. Same thing, other side. And I've got my arms out to the side here. I'm trying to squeeze those shoulder blades back to help hold myself upright. Good. Switch directions when you're ready. Wonderful. All right, set that guy down. Fantastic. Let's grab a little drink. We're going to be doing 4 exercises here. The 4th one, we're going to be using that broomstick or that long band. So if you don't have that nearby, go ahead and grab it and just have it convenient. We're going to be working for 45 seconds on each exercise with about 15 seconds in between each. All right, we don't need that broomstick to start. Just have it close by. Sway is first. So set those feet about hip width apart. Bring your arms up into the outside. And then when you're ready, we're going to shift our weight. Just like it's called, we're going to sway from side to side, practicing from shifting the weight from one leg over to the other. We're looking to hold for anywhere around 2 to 3 seconds on that side. This is where you want to think about activating the arch of the foot by kind of gripping the toes down ever so slightly. As you shift the weight, think about those marionette puppet strings pulling us up away from gravity, up towards the ceiling. Whoops. Watch that wobble. Maybe one more. Take it across. 2, 1, and relax. All right. Next, we're going to go into some reverse giant steps. If you are someone that's confident with a lunge, you're welcome to lunge. Otherwise, standing tall, as I step 1 foot back, I'm going to reach that arm out. A little bit longer step than you normally would. Keeping that front heel planted, drive down to that front foot and step it forward. Alternating legs, other foot steps back, heel down, chest tall, step back, and up and forward. Good. Back and up. We're just alternating legs. Practicing that backward step, heel down, pull through. Very good. Long stance. Up and forward. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. Going 45 total. Maybe one more on each leg. Good. And rest. Fantastic. Cross crawl is next. So working the brain as much as the body. We're going to go straight arms, straight legs. 2, 1, here we go. So you bring your arm across the opposite leg, like you're trying to touch the thigh or the knee. It reminds me of like a little Frankenstein walk here. Good. That single leg balance, so make sure you're still pulling up through the midline, shoulders back and down. Nice. Good. That's 30 seconds. Another 15. And as always, it's just suggestions as far as how long to move, all that type of stuff. So if you need to make adjustments for your body, please do. and rest. All right, let's grab our broomsticks or PVC. If you don't have a post, you can also use like a long TheraBand or a scarf. And shoulder openers first. So toes straight ahead, just bringing it up and back and down. And now kind of just see what your body's asking for. You can bend it to the side, it might feel good. You can rotate with it up overhead, that feels good as well. Very nice. And then if you want to bring it up and down behind the head, pushing it up, bringing it down. There you go, opening the shoulders as you do so. We want to really focus that we're not pushing that head forward. So chin in, nice and smooth. Push up, bringing it down. Very good. Couple more. And rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and set that bar down. Make sure your space is clear. Let's grab a little drink of water. We're going to do that twice more, going back to our sway. Fantastic. All right, we're going to start in 10 seconds. So place the feet about hip width apart. Standing up nice and tall. Let's bring those arms out to the side. And 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and intentional. Shifting the weight. Try not to lean too far to the side. Good. Holding strong. Woo. And I really kind of, as I put my weight down on one foot, I'll give my attention to that big toe, or once the heel's planted, I push that big toe down. That helps lift up the arch of that side, help hold nice and stable. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. And it's a great time kind of as you switch legs, you can drop those arms down and lift them back up. Your shoulders are starting to get tired. I know mine are a bit. Down and up. There you go. Last one, switch it up and rest. Fantastic. Reverse giant steps next. So walking your feet in, toes are pointing straight ahead, chest nice and tall. And then when you're ready, one foot steps back while the arms reach out. Push through that front foot, propel yourself up and forward. Nice. Back and up. Good. And you get to control how far back are you confident to step. Trying to think about extending the hip. So all that means when I say extend the hip, it means to stand up tall out of the side that you're coming forward onto. So if my left foot's forward, I think about fully extending the hip on the left. And then when my right foot's forward, I think about standing up tall on the right. Very good. Maybe one more each side. Standing tall, stepping back, and all the way up. Very good. Go ahead and rest. Back to that cross crawl pattern. So you can stick with that straight arm and straight leg. If you want to progress the exercise, we'll go to bent arm, bent leg, elbow towards the opposite knee. Very good. This one requires a little bit more balance, a little bit more stability on that side. So as you set that foot down, lift everything up. Similar movement pattern to what we're working with that sway, as far as you want to push that big toe down to have good support. Nice. Yeah, nice and intentional. Good. Try to move with control. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. Going back to our broomstick next. Do one more. 2, 1, and transition. All right, let's grab the PVC or stick. So we're going to take it up and back, bringing it up behind the head this time. I want you to focus on opening those shoulders up and down. Good. Elbows come, squeeze them together in the bottom, and then lifting straight up. Now to do this, if you're pushing that head forward, bring it in front of the face. Otherwise, continue up and down. The wider the hands are, the easier it's going to be. So if that's starting to feel smooth, if you want to open the chest a little bit more, walk the hands in. So you bring them closer towards your shoulders and then pushing straight up from there. Good. Watching not to arch. Up and down. Let's go 2 more. Straight up, down. And then this one, as you bring it up, bringing it down in front. Beautiful. All right, grab a drink of water and do it one more time through. All right, 10 seconds till our final sway. Put those feet back, hip width apart. And remember, you can bring the arms down in between each side. 2, 1, here we go. Switch it over. Feel free to rest the arms down and then lift it up. Feels like it turns into a little bit of a dance move. Step it down and switch. Woo! There goes my balance. There you go, beautiful. Holding, lifting, like I'm gonna fly off that one leg. Wonderful. Down and switch. Good. That's 30 seconds. Plant that foot nice and solid, lifting up through that hip. Wonderful. Last time. And 2, 1, and rest. Good. Reverse giant steps. Standing nice and tall. Walk those feet in so the toes are pointing straight forward. When you're ready, you'll pick a side to start on. Step that foot back. Reach the arms out. And now really propel yourself up and forward through the front leg. Stepping it back. Push that heel down, pulling forward. Good. Wonderful. Very good giant steps. Nice long step back. Good. There you go. Good. We're 30 seconds in. Keeping the chest as tall as you can, looking straight ahead. 1 to 2 more on each side. Step it back. Propel forward. Back. Forward. 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Cross crawl pattern. You can stay with either one that we did in front of the body, or our third progression is the behind the body. Looking to lift up, reaching towards your foot of the opposite side of the body. Good. We'll work for 45 seconds here. Again, making sure that you have good stability before you come onto that single leg. Very nice. Reaching over, stepping it out. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. Woo. Feeling my hamstrings here, bending that knee up, reaching across. Hey, 1 more on each side. Good control. And rest. Fantastic. Final time. All right, so we're going to open the shoulder a couple times, bring it up and down, keeping those hips down. And then we're also going to warm up our hinging pattern with our good morning. So if you're using a band for this, if you prefer, you can just kind of cross the hands over the shoulders. If you have the pole and you want to bring it down behind the back, you're going to rest it there. From here, we're going to bring the feet in so the toes are pointing straight ahead. Have just a little bend in the knees and then pulling the midline, pull that belly button in. You're going to bow forward. Long spine, send the hips back. Ideally here, we start to feel those hamstrings as you bow forward. Feel a little bit of tension in the back of the upper thighs. Stand from there. Good. Long spine. Looks great. Good, Laura. Good, Diane. Looking down towards the floor. 1 or 2 more. Bowing down. Standing tall. Last one. Send those hips back. And straight up from there. Wonderful. Go ahead and set that down. Let's go ahead and take a little drink. Take a short seat for a couple stretches. All right. Fantastic job. So once you come on down to your chair, we're going to start with a little bit of some spinal twisting. So sitting tall, you're going to take your right hand to the left thigh, and don't worry about the shoulder today. Use your left hand to encourage a little bit more rotation, not forcing anything, but just looking up and across, trying to peer over that left shoulder as far as you can. It feels good with the feet flat on the ground. If you want to cross your left leg over the right, that'll take you a little bit deeper into the twist. Focus to sit tall, out of the sit bones, out of the spine as you turn your gaze. Let's go 10 more seconds here. 2, 1, and release. Good. Uncross the leg. Pivot yourself around. Same thing, other side. Bringing your hand across that opposite leg, using your right hand to encourage a little bit more twisting. Sitting tall. We'll start with both feet flat. Just being patient here. Peering over that shoulder. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can cross the leg over, right leg over the left. Still sitting up tall to those sit bones. Let's go another 15 seconds here. Turn the gaze, see how far you can look over that right shoulder. Couple more breaths. And release. Good job. Go ahead and uncross the legs. Come back to center. Keeping the feet flat. Take the hands, pull the belly button in, and you control how far down you go. But looking to get a stretch in the low back. Bowing forward, kind of tuck the head in as well. Once you're feeling a little bit of a stretch there, just hold that position. And hang out here for about 10 to 15 seconds. If it starts to feel like too much blood rushing to your head, come up before then. Just go one more breath here. And when you're ready, walk your hands on the legs, bring yourself back up to that seated position. As you allow the blood to come back into the head, let's do some shoulder rolls. So you'll roll your shoulders up and back, bringing them into the ears, and then really making a point to send them down the rib cage, up and in. And as you circle the hands here, you can alternate which hand comes up on top. Wonderful. All right, very good. Let's go one more side stretch from a seated position this time. Reach the hands up, and you're going to bend your body to the one side. Good, and then straight up, and then knees it over to the other side. Good job. A little bit of rotation side to side. So just remember, even if you're kind of stuck in a chair sometime, you can always still move your body from that seated position. I know I'll be doing it on the airplane tomorrow. I get nice and antsy when I'm in a confined space. When you're ready, come on up. We're going to get ready for our second circuit. Before we jump into it, though, we're going to do a little bit of a toe touch and looking to stretch out the quads as well. So toes pointing straight ahead, standing up nice and tall, chin towards your chest. Pull your belly button in, stay strong in your midline, keep a little bend in the knees as you slide the hands down the legs, seeing how far you can reach towards your toes. Very good. And then continue to stay strong in the midline, push your feet into the ground, gradually making your way back up, tucking the hips under, looking straight ahead at the top. Fantastic. All right, so if you want to use a little bit of weight, you can keep with that good morning that we did at the last piece, the first part with the PVC on the back, that forward bow. That's your good morning. You can hold a weight over the chest if you'd like, or we're going to have some deadlifts in this next circuit. So for the deadlift, you can hold a weight either between the legs or one on each side. I'm going to show it between the legs to start. So slight toe out, chest nice and tall. We're going to bow forward, but with a flat back. So you're going to send your hips back, push your knees out. Go ahead and join me here if you'd like, controlling it down. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. So if you have a pretty low weight, if it's kind of low to the ground as you place it there, stand tall. Let's see a couple more. So Diane, if you could turn towards the side. Laura, that looks great. Good position of the back. The knees look solid, bowing forward and standing tall. Very good. And up from there. Nice. So Diane, don't go down quite as far, right? So once you get to about here, you still look great. And then you started to round as you were reaching forward. So tall chest, bring the hands to about knee height, maybe mid shin. That looks better. Yep, much better back position. There you go. And then stand from there. Fantastic. Last one. Long spine. Send those hips back. Bowing forward. Good. And straight up. Wonderful. All right, at best as able, balance yourself. We're gonna stretch out those quads and then we'll begin. So you can either stagger stance like we did earlier, or if you can grab that foot, that's what we're looking for. Nice. Making it look easy. And if it's a struggle, you're not alone. Whoop. Good, holding steady. 2, 1, and release. Same thing other side. Place that foot down, balance, look to grab that opposite foot, quad stretch other leg. All right, 3 exercises are our next piece. We're gonna be doing our deadlift or good mornings, elevated mountain climbers, and our band pull aparts. We're gonna start with the mountain climbers. 2, 1, release that foot, shake that out. All right, everybody, it's 30 seconds on the mountain climbers, 30 seconds with our band pull aparts, and upwards of 45 on that deadlift or that forward bend. Then we'll have a nice long rest. Okay, I'll be keeping an eye on you, but do what you need to do for your body. We don't have any squatting in today's sessions. If you prefer to squat instead of the deadlift, you're welcome to do some squatting. Otherwise, let's get started here in 10 seconds. For that elevated mountain climber, you're going to place your hands right underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet back. Hold that midline nice and strong. And then when you're ready, here we go. Pulling the knee towards the same side elbow. Keeping the hips nice and level. Turning your gaze so you're looking right between the hands. Good. One knee up and the other knee up. Lifting strong out of the mid-back. Very good. Maybe one more on each leg. 2, 1, walk the feet in. Go ahead and come on up. If you have your long band nearby, you're gonna pick that up as you come to standing. If you don't have a band, just pretend you have a band. We're gonna do our pull aparts. So long arms reaching straight out, and then you pull the band apart. Close it down and open. Shoulders down out of the ears. Good. Close and open. Sometimes there's that tendency to kind of shoot the shoulders forward, so I don't want you to do that. Just want you to squeeze the shoulders back. Nice. Down and open. Last one. And rest. All right. Either the good morning or our deadlift is our last exercise here. So you're gonna stand nice and tall. Place the feet hip width apart. Little bend in those knees. I'm gonna bow forward to pick up my weight. Push your legs into the ground to stand. Very good. And then pulling that belly button in, bowing down, controlling just as far as you can. Keep that nice flat back. Shouldn't have any straining feeling in the low back. If so, maybe don't go quite as far. That looks great today, ladies. Much better position. Yep, long spine. Over and straight up. Squeeze your bum as you stand tall. Nice. Very good positioning. Over and up. That's 30 seconds if you want to rest there. We're working for a full 45 on this one. Very good. It's our first of 3 rounds. And 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Fantastic. If you are holding weight, go ahead and set your weight down. And we got a nice long rest here. So some time for a little bit of side step. If you want to keep your body moving, shake out those shoulders. Very good. Some arm circles, whatever feels good to your body. Just open it up, breathe. Beautiful. All right, elevated mountain climbers in 15 seconds. Just to keep my head looking different directions, I'm going to be coming to the chair this time. All right, place the feet about hip width apart. Place the hands just underneath the shoulders. Walking the feet back, making sure that you're not letting those hips drop down. So nice and strong when you're ready. Knee towards the same side elbow. Have your gaze looking right between the hands. And it's easy to kind of have the hips kind of swinging around a lot with this one, but we're working for stability here. So we want to hold strong, You will use that lower abdomen, using those hip flexors to pull the knee up. Very good, almost there. 2, 1, transition. Walk the feet in, going back to those pull aparts with the band. Standing nice and tall. You can also sit down for this one. Reach those arms straight out in front of the body. And when you're ready, pull and taffy. Close the hands, open the hands. Keep your neck long on this, so don't let those shoulders sneak up into those ears. There you go. Close it down, open it up. And there's that tendency always to arch back, so think front of the ribs down. You look great. Close and open. Close, open. 1 to 2 more. And rest. Very good. Making our way to the deadlifts or bowing forward for the good mornings. You're welcome to stick with that single weight. I'm going to hold 2 this time. So we're going to bring the hands outside the legs when I'm holding 2. Standing nice and tall, midline engaged. Hold those shoulders back. Just that little bend in those knees. And when you're ready, bowing down, squeeze the glute as you stand tall. Good. Keeping the weights close to your feet. So I'm not letting those swing way out in front of my body. Up, bowing down, sending the hips back. Very good. That looks nice. 20 seconds left. Over and up, moving with control. That's it. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds. 10 to go. Fantastic. Bowing down, standing tall, 2, 1, and resting there. Good job. Take another 45-second rest break. Let's get a little bit of water this time, and then we're going to do it one final time through. All right, feel free to just rotate your body a little bit as you're getting ready. Final set of mountain climbers, 15 seconds till we begin. Kind of shake out those elbows a little bit. I like spinning them around. Wonderful. All right, 10 seconds, everyone. Set the feet, place those hands down, making sure those hips are nice and level. We don't want them to drop down. And when you're ready, lifting one knee up and then the other. Turning the gaze right between the hands. Breathe. Good. Halfway through. Making sure you're not letting your body sink down into your upper body. So hold strong, lifting up, keeping that solid plank position as you lift the legs. 2, 1, and transition. Walk the feet in. Come back up to standing. Final time on the pull aparts. All right. Nice long arms, reaching them straight out in front of the body. And then here we go, back and down. Close and open. Nice. Close and open. Fantastic. If I don't have a band, I'll just think about trying to push the air behind me. So I kind of like flat hands, push back. Nice. Close and open. A couple more. Last one. And rest. All right, just that deadlift to go. I'll go back to my single weight here. Placing it down right between the feet. Standing as close as I can. Midline solid. Send the hips back. And here we go. Final 45 seconds of this deadlift. Bowing forward, controlling down. Either taking it to the floor or right about knee height, mid-shin. You have stiff hamstrings and long legs, especially, it makes it hard to get down to the floor. A lot of times we'll overcompensate, kind of rounding through the back. Squeeze the glutes, standing smooth, looks great. Over and up. 10 seconds left. Wonderful, good. Good positioning. And last one there. Go ahead and rest. Woo! Awesome work. Let's grab a drink. We've got just a little 5-minute piece at the end here. All right, little 5-minute finisher, and then we'll stretch. So you can either count your reps or you can follow along with me. I'll do my best to count. We're gonna start standing. You're gonna do 10 reps of a step jack. Okay, if anybody wants to do jumping jacks, you can. From there, we're gonna sit down with our band. We're gonna do 20 reps of an alternating seated row. So you'll pull one elbow in and then the other, 10 times each arm. And then you're gonna come back to your feet. If you have some weights that you can hold in each hand, we're gonna do upwards of 30 marches. That's 15 on each leg. And you know me, I'll do my best to count, but it's gonna be approximates as we move through. So if you do wanna count your reps, feel free, or just follow along as we go. We're gonna start here in 20 seconds. Like I said, we're gonna move and breathe for 5 minutes total. Rest anytime you need, or follow along as we go. All right, 10 seconds till we start, starting with those step jacks for 10 reps. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Stepping it out. 4, 5, 6, nice. 7, 8, 9. Good job. It's just 5 times each side, and we take it down to the chair. We're going 20 reps total on our banded row. So pick a foot, cross that foot over, sit nice and tall. Then we're going to go one arm and then the other. 10 each side. Squeeze. 3. Good. Nice smooth breathing. 6. Yep. Couple more each side. Fantastic. When you finish 10 on each arm, 20 total, step out of that band, place it down, make your way back up to your feet. If you feel comfortable to do some marching with a little bit of weight, you're going to hold one weight in each hand. On this march here, we want to hold those shoulders back, rotate your palms slightly forward so you don't get rounded forward. And then when you're ready, we're going about 15 steps each leg. Good. Knees up, feet up. Good. You can stationary walk. You can travel around your space, all depending upon your availability. Making sure you're not going to trip on anything. Let's get about 5 each side. Good. Lots of practice on picking the legs up today. It's important. And that's right about 30. Fantastic. Set your weights down. Take a little breather. We're about 2 minutes in. We're going to do one more full round. We'll probably get through a third set of that banded row. When you're ready, about 10 steps total of these step jacks. Good. Smile. Clap those hands. Woo. Very good. About 10 steps there, and then we take it back down to the chair. 20 total banded rows. That's 10 on each arm, alternating. Even that band out, wrap it around each leg, sitting nice and tall. I reach forward. As I curl my hand in, I rotate the palm up. So I do like a little bit of a twist, give a little bit of a bicep curl into it. Really sitting tall out of those sit bones, getting some good movements through the shoulders. Good, couple more each side. Fantastic, set that down. Coming out of there, coming back to our feet for that weighted march. All right, same weights or a little bit heavier, all depending upon what's available. Standing tall, pull those shoulders back when you're ready. Good, knees up, toes up. About 15 each leg. There you go. Keep those palms rotated forward. Good. 2 to 3 more each side. Fantastic. All right, we've got 1 minute left in our 5 minutes. Let's do our 10 step jacks and finish with that seated row. So standing tall when you're ready. Good. Yep. And you guys are making the switch. You ladies have been here a while. No, if you're getting tired of reaching overhead, seal jacks as a switch. All right, after about 10, taking it back down, and we'll finish in the chair. If you happen to notice which foot you're putting your band around, see if you can put it around the opposite foot this time. Even yourself out. Oops. 10 or so on each arm. Let's add a little pause this time. So row and hold, reach and switch. Row and hold it in. Good. Here's 2. Remember, we have the palm forward. Rotate the palm up as you row that elbow back and in. Good. Continue to sit tall. Nice. You know me, I lost track of time. Lost track not of time, but of reps. Let's get about 3 more each arm. Kind of lost my pause as well. In and hold, reach, hold. Good. Last one. And release. Fantastic. Set that down. Set it to the side. All right. Sitting nice and tall, let's give a little bit of stretching to the upper body. We're going to go our eagle arm. So left arm's going to come on top. Right arm's going to swing under. Twist your hands around. Pushing one hand down as you push the other up against the elbows. Looking to feel it a little bit in your lateral outside portion of your left shoulder. Good. Nice, smooth breathing. And release. Untwist. Now you're going to go right arm on top, left arm swings under. Interlace the hands there. Push one down, drive one up. Same thing other side. Good. Pull that chin in as you lengthen through the spine. So you can breathe in and out the nose here. And release those arms down. Very good. From here, let's open up the glutes. So set your right foot down, pick that left foot up, try to interlace the hands in front of the knee. And then we're looking to swing that leg around, hook it onto that foot. Sitting tall, you're going to hug the leg in, shoulders back and down. So we're going outer hip first, and then we'll go into figure 4. Good. 2, 1, and release this foot. Same thing other side. Try to grab the front of the shin, swing that leg up and over, sit tall, and hug this side in. There you go. 10 more seconds here. And release. Good job. We're going to go back to the first leg. This time trying to come into figure 4. So you're looking to grab that left foot, seeing if you can place the ankle just above the thigh or just above the knee on the thigh on that right side. Sitting tall, and then you want to invite that knee to just drop down. Nice. There you go. You can gently place the hand. Good. Another 10 seconds here. And when you're ready, pull that leg up, set that foot down. Same thing, opposite side. Lift that foot up best you can to pull it up above the thigh. Sit as tall as you can. And then as you'd like, hand on the knee. I'm gonna hold this one for 20. Feel free to close the eyes, focus on the breath. And when you're ready, coming up out of that. All right, seated twist. We're gonna add the shoulder rolls this time. So similar to what we did earlier in the class, you're gonna cross the leg over if that feels good for you, or keep the feet flat. Right hand to the left thigh, left hand to the left shoulder. Sit tall, turn your body as much as is comfortable, and then we'll circle that elbow around of that left side, up and down, up and back, backward circles. And continue to turn your head like you're trying to peer over that left shoulder. Good. A couple more times with the elbow up and down. And switch sides when you're ready. Bring yourself out of that twist. Place that foot down. Cross that other leg over. Hand to that opposite shoulder. Turn into that twist. And start to circle that right elbow this time. And while we're focused on the elbow moving, we're trying to get that whole shoulder blade to move as you move that elbow. So up and down, up and back. Try to feel it move along the rib cage. Remember to turn that head so you're trying to peer as far to the right side as possible, turning the eyes. 2, 1, and come up out of that. Fantastic. All right, everybody, let's just finish with a couple movements for the upper neck. So sitting tall, chin down to the chest, looking down. No overpressure yet, just look down, see how that feels for your body. And then we'll look up. Taking your time, allowing the head to drop back with control. Very good. We're going to go a couple times there. Either stick with what you just did, or this next time, if you'd like to take the fingertips, very gentle overpressure, inviting that chin a little bit closer to the chest. Release the hands to look up. You'll gently cross the hands over the chest here, downward tissue pull, and then look up. Good. We'll do that one a couple times. Looking straight ahead again. One more time. Downward tissue pull, looking up. Lengthen the front of the neck. Very good. And relax there. From here, if you have a soft cushion on your chair, take your right hand, turn the palm up, and you can pin that hand underneath your sit bone on that side. From here, you're going to use that to traction the shoulder back and down. And then as we sit tall, you're going to bring your chin towards your left collarbone. And very gently, you can encourage that chin down. Imagine the weight of a nickel resting on the top of the head. So I'm just barely using my middle finger. Breathe here. Good. Release when you're ready. Same thing, opposite side. So I can lift the hip up, turn the palm up, pin that left shoulder back and down. Sitting tall, I'll bring my chin in like I'm trying to make a double chin, and then lower it towards the right side of my collarbone. Middle finger ever so gently on the side of the head, encouraging the chin towards that collarbone. Gentle, gentle, gentle. And release. Ah, fantastic. So from here, just back and forth. When you're doing those side bends, instead of just thinking about dropping the ear towards the opposite shoulder, if you're bringing your ear towards your left shoulder, imagine someone taking your earlobe on the right side and lifting that ear up towards the ceiling. So you want to think about lengthening the side that you're stretching away from. We'll come back to center. Same thing, other side. As I bring my ear towards the right shoulder, I imagine I'm there in your living room and I can grab that earlobe and pull the ear up towards the ceiling. So you're trying to lengthen the side of the neck. Good. Final time each side. So I'll chin in, sit tall, lifting up the right side of the ear. And then ever so gently, you can turn the head so you bring the chin down towards that left collarbone once again. Feel how that stretches out that back side. And last time, second side. So I'm thinking I'm lifting up that left ear up towards the ceiling. And then turn the head down towards your right collarbone. And release. All right, everybody, fantastic job. If you want to just gently roll the head around again, full circles or half circles, just wherever you may feel a little bit of tension through the neck. Keep yourself loose, keep yourself hydrated, and enjoy time with the ones you love. Hope to see you next time.